Beautiful, beautiful way to begin. Welcome everyone to our service this afternoon on this beautiful first day of June. And as I was driving here today, I reminded myself to savor every single day of these next 3 months. So welcome to those who are joining us online as well. And we will begin, as we always do, by standing and singing together Prayer of the Children of Love on the front of your songbook.
Is it cutting it out?
I don't think it's on.
It's cut. It's making.
All right, there, now? Okay, here we go. All right, don't move. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything, every day, in every way. Our prayer is this: everywhere, let love be there, and so it is. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. Father, Mother, God, your children pray, be love in us in every way.
And please be seated. And I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that, and begin to relax. Let's take our 3 deep fellowship breaths together with an audible ah on the out breath. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. And let's just allow all of the busyness of the day fall away as we bring our full awareness to our heart center. You might put your hand on your heart. And let's just very intentionally breathe in and out from that heart center. Just several breaths in and out. As we ground ourselves in this sacred center. In the midst of worldly conditions, we find our way to stillness, to divine calm and quiet. Immersed in this stillness, we open our hearts and our minds to the universe of God. Vast, unbounded spaciousness. An experience of pure love and to pure peace. We remember that we can always choose to experience the peace of God, unlimited and never ending. So let us set an intention to carry this peace with us into our week ahead. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much. Now we're going to have some very special music again from David Meter and Corey, I think. Yes, Corey? Okay.
Oh gosh. I don't know why I can't read them anyway, but. So this is one of my favorite songs. I really love preparing for these. Just the song will come to me out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, I really like this tune. It's George Harrison, 1973, probably one of his best albums ever. But the song's called "Give Me Love."
Free as a bird, keep me whole.
Beautiful song. Thanks so much. We're going to sing together now ourselves with one of our fellowship songs. And remember after the song to stay standing so that we can say hello to each other and give some hugs and handshakes. So we're going to stand together, turn to page 1, and sing The Essence of My Being.
The essence of our being is spirit. The spirit of love unites us all. You can call it Allah, wisdom, peace, or love, Alpha and Omega. It's there if we but call. The essence of our being is spirit. This spirit, the source of life for all. We are all connected. Our common thread is love. Our spiritual expression, our source, our all in all. The essence of our being is spirit. The spirit of love unites us all. You can call it Allah, wisdom, peace, or love, Alpha and Omega. It's there if we but call. The essence of our being is spirit. This spirit, the source of life for all. We are all connected. Our common thread is love. Our spiritual expression, our source, our all in all.
Thank you, everyone, and just do our namastes. If you put this way, then it might have some leverage in there and it might not fall out as easily.
There's a piece that's broken in there, maybe though.
But you know what I mean?
I do.
Like it would catch, the weight.
Yep. Hi.
Let's say hi. You? How you doing?
Glad you're back.
Doing well, thank you. Good to see you.
Get a hug. Have you been to the park today?
Yes, I
You
am.
have? Okay. Nice.
Already.
Trip out east and then
Okay. I'm very happy to introduce our speaker this afternoon. I always enjoy his messages. I know you all do too. So let's give Brett Koon a warm welcome.
is out of the Oregon area. We actually have an awakened teacher that lives here in the United States. Seems like so many of them live abroad somewhere. But she comes from such a beautiful place. And one of the things I heard her saying just really caught my attention recently, and that was, she said that almost everybody is always either trying to grab something, get something to be happy, or they're trying to escape from the suffering itself. And I thought, where do I fall into that category? And I thought, the truth is, I fall into the category where I'm trying to escape from the suffering. I haven't fully embraced life in some ways. I feel like I do a really good job in a lot of ways. And I've been saying for a long time, Father, I just give this over to you. God, I give this over to you. And I keep surrendering. I practice that. But when she said that, I had to be honest with myself and say, yeah, the truth is, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer. So I'm not really fully welcoming in maybe what the universe has to share with me. She said something else that caught my attention too. She said, a true spiritual teaching doesn't help you to get away from the pain. It takes you directly into it. And I really love that, because it's easy to say we're doing the work, but are we really willing, open and willing to just really look at the pain within ourselves? And that's not always easy. And so in that moment, I said, okay, I don't want to run. I don't want to hide. I'm ready and willing to look at my pain. And what ended up happening is I had a series of different things happening in my business world where I just felt so insecure. I felt so insecure because it really highlighted my need, my want, my desire for people to love me, to approve of me. And I've said this before, and how that shows up in my life is I show up as, in a way of arrogance to prove that I am worthy indeed. So there's always this trying and this effort and this proving part of it. So I felt very relieved in a sense to just say, I'm ready to face my fears. And so that just continues to present itself. And so I can't say that I was going to say that I want it to go away. I'm actually really feeling more and more grateful. What I'm noticing is for myself is that as I continue to embrace my pain, I'm noticing that I don't need to, I definitely don't need to escape. And I'm not avoiding life, I guess in some ways. And so to me, what came up for me out of this whole thing was ending the struggle is our willingness to, first of all, take 100% responsibility for our lives. 100%. I honestly don't know how anyone can really discover, to recognize the truth that they are without taking 100% responsibility. Meaning, don't blame it on anyone else or anything else. And let's face it, that's a losing game anyhow, right? It's a losing game because if you're, waiting on someone or something else to change, you're always a victim to that person or that thing, and you will never truly experience peace and happiness, right? But if we're willing to say, okay, I take 100% responsibility, I'm willing to look at my pain, and I know this person is a reflection for me. They're bringing up what I need to experience so that I can be present with the pain and not push it away. If we have the capacity, the willingness to own 100% of the world around us that we've created, that truly is the end of struggle. Because let's look at what struggle is. Struggle is, I've said the word stress before. You've all heard this quote, and it comes from Eckhart Tolle, and he says, stress is wanting life to be different than what it is. So the only way to end the struggle is to really flow with life, to accept life, to embrace it. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have trials and tribulations. We will. We will until it's not necessary. We will have trials and tribulations until it's not necessary. One of the things I love about the Buddhist teachings is they just flat out say, there's going to be suffering. Deal with it, right? That's just how they approach it. And I love that because most of the teachers I see in the Buddhist teaching, they come from such a beautiful place. There's such a peace. If you look at the teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh, Nobel Peace Prize winner, peace activist, oh my God, he was just an embodiment of peace. It was just so beautiful how he walked the earth. And part of that is just owning that there will be suffering. Now, I want to just take that one step further because I've heard Eckhart Tolle said the same thing, and this resonates with me. There will be suffering until you realize suffering is no longer necessary. That's the next stage. And when that stage comes, when you say, I'm willing to own everything going on in this life, and I'm not going to run from it, and I'm not going to try to grab something that's going to mask, like something external that's somehow going to give me a false sense of happiness. I'm willing to embrace this and own it and own all this pain and be willing to move it through. And when we stop fighting against the pain, when we stop fighting against life, there truly is no struggle. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be pain. Let me be clear with that. A lot of you have probably heard the quote, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. That's what I'm talking about. The pain is inevitable. We all have pain because, take your pick. There's a lot of ways that people say that we're not fully at peace and not living the truth of who we are, because one might say because there's a separation between us and God or us and our true self. That's one way to look at it. Eckhart Tolle says that we suffer, we struggle because we're caught in time, meaning that there's something we're lamenting over the past, or there's something that we're fearing about what might happen in the future. So that's the time. We're not being fully present. So there's lots of ways to say the same thing, but ultimately ending the struggle, again, it's just meaning like I'm willing to own my whole life. I'm willing to own my pain is essentially what it means. I don't feel that's always an easy thing to do. And so sometimes what I do when I'm feeling this pain and this struggle, I will acknowledge it, but I also want to acknowledge that there might be other thoughts coming up. Those thoughts that say, man, I wish I wasn't experiencing this right now. Because we're told we're supposed to embrace it, right? We're told that we're supposed to surrender into it, which is true. It's helpful to do those things. But the embracing it and the surrendering also means whatever feelings or thoughts come up, right? It can mean whatever thoughts of anger or frustration or even hatred. I would rather have a person be honest about hatred than to deny that they have that feeling, right? Because to deny it, that's where depression comes in, that's where anger comes in, and to deny it is never a good thing. So it doesn't mean that you are your anger, that you are your frustrations, that you are your hatred. It means that I have the capacity to be aware of those thoughts and those feelings without the need to fix them or change them or push them away. And I really hope you hear that. Because I'm finding more and more it's so important to give myself permission to have whatever feeling that's coming up for me. You know, quite oftentimes I'll just listen to my mind, and my mind will say, man, I just hate this situation. I'm so angry. I'm so frustrated. And I say, what else would you like to share? You know, because it's in a way, it's like you're listening to a friend. You're just listening to a friend. You're witnessing what this friend has to say, but you're not taking it on. You're not taking it on. That's the difference. To me, that's what Jesus meant when he said, be in the world, but not of it. So you're in the world, but don't be pulled into the drama of everything going on. Just continue to be a witness to all of it. You know, it's easy when we start recognizing that we're not our thoughts. I'm sure you guys have talked about it here many times. I know I have, to keep asking the question, where are these thoughts coming from? Where are they coming from? Because when you get clear that those thoughts that say you're not enough, that they're not enough, the world needs to look this way, they need to do this, when you start asking where are these thoughts coming from, and you recognize it's not me. I'm not the one saying I'm not enough. I'm not the one saying they're not enough. I'm not the one saying all these crazy negative things. Because if I am that which is saying that, then my question is, who is witnessing? What is witnessing those thoughts? Because we have the thought that say, man, I shouldn't have done that. What an idiot I am. But there's something that is witnessing that thought. True? There's something witnessing that thought. So I was teaching a meditation class over at Unity of Kalamazoo, and one of the women in there just said, yeah, I'm just really not good at meditation. And I said, why? And she said, I don't know how to still my mind. It's so busy. I said, what's your mind saying? She's telling me all these things it's saying. I go, well, you're doing exactly what meditation is about. It's witnessing all the thoughts that you just described to me. You were aware of all of your thoughts. The only thing is that you're still buying into that you are the one thinking those thoughts. That's the only difference. When you get to the awareness to say, I didn't think that thought. I didn't think this negative thought, I'm not enough. I didn't think this thought that they need to be this way or that way. Then you can allow whatever thought needs to come in. And that is freedom. That is freedom. That's when the struggle ends, when you can have any thought, you can have any feeling without needing to push it away, without needing to fix or heal it. Without needing to fix or heal it. That's freedom. That's freedom. But we don't give ourselves permission to have those thoughts. In fact, How many times have we been with a friend and they're going through a tough time and we'll say, it's going to be okay? Why do we say that? We say that because, there's nothing wrong with it. We all have good intentions, but we're saying that because we're trying to help them to not experience the pain, right? And we do the same thing with ourselves. We find some way so that we don't have to experience the pain. But I'm saying, as a friend, to say, wow, I'm here with you. I feel that that's painful. I feel you, and I just want you to know I'm truly here for you. And when you can hold the space for them, you begin to hold the space better for yourself, to have all those thoughts and all those feelings without needing to pat yourself on the back and say, it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay, but it's not because your mind is convincing you it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because if you're willing to own the pain, look at it, and not try to push it away or to get rid of it, but just say, God, you bring this pain to me as much as you need to. I don't want to fight it. I know there's a reason for it, and I want to do my best to just embrace it and trust that it's leading me in the right direction. That's freedom. And it's available to every single person in here. I have a retreat coming up at the other Interfaith Center in Ann Arbor, Interfaith Center for Spiritual Growth. It's coming this Friday. And it's brought up all my fears. This is my peers that I'm around. When I'm not speaking, this is where I go. And it's brought up a lot of my worthiness issues. Am I worthy to teach this retreat to people? And on one hand, my mind says, oh, great, can I do this? I'm scared. Am I enough? But on the other hand, there's this witness watching it and saying, no, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to recognize all these negative thoughts coming in and keep bringing me back to the present moment. And so when you can do that, when you can literally practice whatever that thing that you're trying to get rid of, that thing that you're trying to get rid of is your ticket out. Maybe I should say your ticket in, going within. Your ticket to help you recognize who you are, because when you begin to, you've all heard me talk about my sugar addiction, how I love sugar. I love chocolate cake in particular, if you must know. And so instead of like trying to fight it and heal this addiction, I decided, can I just continue to be aware of my thoughts and my feelings around it? So I was noticing, wow, I really want a piece of chocolate cake. And then I would ask the question, who is it? Who is it? You like chocolate cake too?
We have some right up.
Oh. Well, I might still have some. So that's funny. So the question is not like, how do I get out of this addiction? It's like, how do I embrace it? What is here to teach me? And what it's teaching me is, I'm noticing this thought that says, I want or need this. Where is that thought coming from? Am I the one saying, I need this or want this? If we look deeper, if we really investigate, we'll see that there's something else, old programming from the past, the mind. It's saying that we want it or we need it. But it's not the truth. And I see that. So Eckhart Tolle offers a way through it in saying that every time you're wanting some dessert, just notice that thought and just take a nice, deep, conscious breath. And it brings you right back to the present moment. And then you let it go, and then if it comes up again, you do it, and you do it for 3 times. And if it still persists after 3 times, then just enjoy the cake, right? Just enjoy it. Don't, like he said, don't make it into a problem. But where I want to go with this whole thing is those things that we call negative or that we're trying to get rid of in our life. If we can just say, what is it that God, what is life is trying to teach me here? How do I embrace this and grow from it? Because all this chaos out there, every single bit of it is a teachable moment. But the good news is you don't have to heal all your issues. You don't have to heal all your issues. You just have to recognize that you are not your issues. Do you see the difference? When you connect with just being aware of your thoughts, when you connect with just being aware of all your feelings and being aware of the situations and experiences, you don't have to heal the whole world. I once asked the question a few weeks ago to one of my talks, and I was just saying, who is going to awaken to the truth of who they are first? The person that only has 100 issues or the person that has 1,000 issues? But the truth is, we don't know. It may be the person with 1,000 issues or 10,000 issues has more of an inspiration to discover the truth of who they are. And the good news is, again, Eckhart totally said this in a really good way. He said, you know, if somebody was asking him about their arrogance, and he said, it's only arrogance when you're not aware of who you are. So when I give my talks, I like to be as present as possible, and I hope my arrogance doesn't come through. But when I walk out that door, you might find a very arrogant, pompous butt. That's the only thing that comes to my head right now. Sorry for the bad visual on that one. So, but my point is, look, you don't have to wait for anything else. I'm being completely sincere. You don't have to wait for anything else to awaken to you who you are. You don't have to heal those 10,000 issues. You just have to recognize that you are not those. You are not those thoughts. You are not those beliefs. You are the witness to those. And when you come to that recognition that you are the one being conscious and aware of life, and you don't need it to be any different, you've come to the end of the struggle. I know sometimes I make it hard. I don't know if you do. Most people make life harder than it needs to be. But just having this awareness lately that, wow, literally I have everything I need to be at peace right now, to be in joy, to be in love, to be connected with myself and with God. Literally, every one of us has that right now in this room, in the whole world, in fact. But we've bought into a story that we are all the thoughts and the beliefs that we carry. And it's okay. That's just the game of life. There's no problem with it. But in order to end the suffering, to end the struggle, we have to come back to the recognition that we truly have everything we need to be at peace literally right now in this moment. And I think I'll end it there. Thank you so much. And we do meditation now, correct? Yep. I know, I've only been here 10 times and I have to ask that question. So Corey, if you would be so kind to join me. So just taking a nice deep breath in. And if there are any worries or stresses left in you from today, just letting them go, or at least setting them to the side right now. And if you would, I invite you just to melt into this beautiful, perfect moment. I know the mind might try to convince us that it's not perfect because I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. A good friend of mine is sick. I just don't know how I'm going to get by right now. Just notice those thoughts. Just notice them. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with them. But just bringing your attention then back to being aware of your breath. And I'm going to invite you just to let the world be okay without you for right now. You feel that? Just letting the world be okay without you for right now. In other words, there's nothing you need to do right now. There's nothing you need to fix right now. There's nothing you need to heal right now. There's nothing you need to do at all other than just melt into this moment. And maybe you want to surrender into God, or surrender into love, surrender into peace. All of those are beautiful things. Or maybe you have a go-to out there, Jesus or Buddha, nature. And at least for this short time we're together, just allow everything to be perfect the way it is. I know sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. But right now in this moment, I'm just inviting you to let yourself off the hook. Just let yourself off the hook, to know that we've all been doing our best. And that's good enough. It is truly good enough. And I have found that I don't need to prove anything to God. God's not asking me to prove anything. So I'm inviting the same thing of you. There's nothing you need to prove. There's nothing you need to do. I'm just inviting you to open your heart and just allow life in, allow God in. Which is really just allowing yourself to shine through. That's all it is. Just allowing the beautiful light that you already are to shine. Not because you have to do something, not because you have to create something, not because you have to learn something. No more knowledge is needed. Just the awareness to come back to the moment, come back to your heart. That's all. So this day, I hope that you are gentle with yourself. I hope you are compassionate with yourself. And I also hope that you're open and willing to just allow in whatever life has to bring to you. Trusting and knowing and having faith that it's exactly what is needed in that moment. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste.
This is the time in our service when I invite you all to fill your hearts with deep, deep gratitude. Gratitude for all of the gifts and blessings in our lives. And in these moments, we're reminded that blessings flow from abundance consciousness, from our own generosity. And our blessings include this beautiful place and all these beautiful souls within it, our fellowship. And I know that we all together thank each other for your generosity with your donations. As John comes around with the basket, I remind you to please put in your prayer cards if you have anyone or anything you would like prayed for. And as he comes around, we'll sing together, I Am Grateful.
Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful.
phones out and say with me blessing of the tithes and offerings. It's right on the front. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Thank you so much. And let's take another moment to go within, to bring our attention to all those listed on our prayer cards in the basket this afternoon. All those beautiful beings, situations, and conditions. And I just am going to invite you to love them. Just extend our love to them. Feel it happening and see it happening and know that it is being received. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And we have some more special music.
I invite you to hold that meditative space. I want to invite you into my creative process here. This flute was carved. This was once a beautiful cedar tree. I imagine it on some beautiful bluff overlooking something. And something came along and changed its form. And what we're going to do is bring the divine breath of life, of now, right back to it. And in that same vein, I wanted to invite you guys to join us to end the suffering. We just give this love back. So we just imagine everyone that's in this prayer list right now, just hold that thought. We'll go on a healing journey together. This is called A Day in the Life.
beautiful service, and thank you for the beautiful music. Corey and David, thank you so much. And a very heartfelt message. Wonderful for us all to remember on a daily basis. Thank you. Thank you, Brett. Thanks to all of you for being here on this beautiful day and bringing your beautiful energy and sharing your love with everyone. Thank you to those watching as well. I just have a few quick announcements here. In June, the Death Cafe is coming up on Saturday, June 21st at 2 p.m. And we also are planning to celebrate the summer solstice. Reverend Sue Quinn so kindly is inviting us into her home again, also on the 21st at 5:30 p.m. And if you haven't attended, please think about it. It's such a lovely, lovely evening to be together. Healing Movements every Monday at 4 p.m. with Reverend Julie Dillon, and a reminder that chair yoga is on hold for the rest of the summer. And Brett, did you want to give us a little bit more information about your retreat?
Yeah, thanks. I don't have my mic on still. So, the retreat is in Chelsea at the Triple Crane Retreat Center. It's a beautiful center. You've been there before, Julie? Yes. Yeah, it's very nice. Master Winnie, who runs it there, does a nice job. There's going to be, it's a fundraiser for the Interfaith Center for Spiritual Growth in Ann Arbor. There will be myself leading meditation and discussion, and then there will be Jennifer Lenders, which I think some of you have, she's been here before too, right? Wonderful yoga therapy, and anyone can do it, chair yoga or whatever, so you don't have to worry about physical abilities. And then Carol Bardenstein sings us into our heart. So it's really, we did it last year, second year. It's really a wonderful workshop. It's $200, but if you can't afford it, we got scholarships, vegetarian meals included with that. Okay? Thank you.
And if anybody's really interested, they can talk to you.
Yeah, they can talk to me to find more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. And I just wanted to say thank you to Samantha for this beautiful bulletin. Isn't that what a majestic blue jay? It's really good. Thank you. And let's do our peace circle and our closing blessing.